there. It's about 8:30 in the morning, 72 degrees in Florida, and I have seen 2 Alabama license plates so far, so, and there's no traffic. So I think that tourists are pretty much gone for spring break. So we'll see today what they're doing. The hotels are just about empty. This is the time to check on your neighbors and make sure they're okay, because people have lost jobs and they can't get assistance soon enough, and a lot of the government offices are closed. You may have a neighbor that has a lot of children and a husband that's out of work. A huge amount of jobs have been stopped because the non-essential things in business have been terminated in most states. So if they weren't like in the food industry or medical industry or food delivery, it makes it tough. And I mean, stuff like, the app gig stuff, DoorDash and all that is doing just incredible good. But there's some areas where some of these people are working for 5 hours and not getting any orders. And probably because a lot of people have jumped on there to do food delivery. I know of a guy right now that lost his job for the closure of coronavirus, and he decided to go do Instacart, and he's making $250 a day. Yeah, $250 a day, and he's happy as a lark. Shopping for people that can't get out to go shopping, or people that refuse to go out. Well, there's the darkest cloud that's been over Destin the last couple days. Look at that. Seems like tornado stuff. But do check all your neighbors and see if you can help out. I mean, it's a simple thing as a loaf of bread for a family. It's not that expensive. And, it'd help them make some sandwiches and stuff. Just make sure the people close to you are okay. Just ask them, how are you doing? Are you okay? Did you guys manage to get your shopping done? And, how are your jobs? Are you okay? And then just, if they sound like they're a little bit in a bind or whatever, because they're going to tell you, just pop on over to the market and grab a couple items. And leave it on their doorstep with a note that says, just a thanks for a great smile and a good morning hello or something. Hope this will help. If you want to be anonymous. Otherwise, knock on the door and say, hey, can you guys use this? I got too much. Take this time to think about others, and take this time to do something with your family. It's not that bad if you just take some time off. I mean, there's nothing we can do. It's sort of like going to the dentist or going to have surgery, and they start putting you out. You can't fight it. It's going to happen. So you just have to take it. But the good thing about it is that it brings families close together. You can take up hobbies that you haven't done in a long time. Your oil painting, or your crocheting, or your baking, or making cookies with your children, doing crafts with your kids. Sitting down and teaching your kids how to carve wood or carve soap, or just whatever. I mean, you know, macrame. There's just so much to do with stuff that you probably have around your house. You know, my greatest memories of my parents was making things. When I designed my skateboard, and then, you know, I didn't know how I was going to make it. And then my dad was doing a lot of woodwork on the boats, and he said, well, what's that? I said, well, I would like a piece of wood. And he found a piece of wood in a stack and said, okay, and what do you want? And I said, I want this. So I cut it out of the paper, and we laid it on the wood. My dad traced it, and my dad cut it for me. He said, well, there you go. So then my job was to sand it down, decide what kind of paint, and I just used the paint we had. My dad was using a brown paint and a black paint, and so he let me use that. And I had the coolest skateboard on the block, man. I made a diamond kicktail. Big old skateboard that would fit my wallabies, man. You know? My mom sat down on the floor and showed us how to play jacks. And we had so much fun. My mom taught me how to cook all kinds of really neat things. From Yabelskever to the Danish cookies to rock candy. I mean, meringue. Stuff that, you know, I've used through my life. It's really, really neat. So take this time to do fun things. There's lots to do, and you don't have to buy stuff if you don't want to. Make Play-Doh, just whatever, okay? But this is a time that brings families together. We don't have a choice. Look at this. No parking at Harbor Walk. No parking fee at Harbor Walk Village in Destin. It's about time. Because now that the tourists are gone, maybe the locals will come back. Yay! Finally, they're only about 3 days late. Finally. There's so many people going to take a beating on this because they depend on that spring break. Well, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. See? Good things happen eventually. These people will still have jobs. They'll find something for them to do. That's great. What great, wonderful news. Here's a tanker from Alabama. Alright, I hope everybody has a really great and blessed day. Go for the positive. It's not totally bad. It just stops the world for a minute so you can do fun things. And remember all the wonderful things that you can do with your kids. It's really important because they'll never forget it.